I got a student with me. It's her 18th birthday, and she's up here learning to land. Her name's Sienna.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, you heard it. It's Sienna's 18th birthday. She's up for another flight lesson, working on her landings as a student pilot. So let's jump in and celebrate Sienna's 18th birthday. She's an adult now in the cockpit. So let's go. Hey aviators, my name is Chris Palmer. I am a flight instructor from Homer, Alaska, and this is my airplane here that I teach in which you've already seen in the video now. So we're gonna go up and fly with Sienna. It's her 18th birthday, and pretty fun to be a part of that. Don't usually get to fly with people on their birthdays, but I think that's a fantastic idea. Seems like a fun thing to do. So Sienna is progressing. On the last video we shared of her, we were covering up the instruments, and that was a precursor to this lesson where she's continuing to work on things. I think things go pretty well. So this is gonna be just a fun one of continuing in the pattern, it being her birthday. Of course, that's a really cool thing. So let's jump in the cockpit. You get to be a fly on the cockpit wall and watch us go through a real lesson together. Just lots of tips and tricks here and little things I point out along the way. Okay, is it clear out there? Yes. Okay. And what do we yell?
Clear.
Clear. Clear the prop, everybody.
Actually.
Clear!
Homer, airport information, Juliet, time 2250, wind 210 at 7. The weather is better than 5005, temperature 8, dew point -2, altimeter 2968. Favored runway 22, left-hand traffic. Advise on initial contact, you have Juliet.
Homer Radio 2423 uniform, holding short at Bravo North with information Juliet, staying in the pattern.
Radio, nice Smoky Bay, no other known.
All right, let's go. Now Homer traffic, and what are you gonna do? Where are we taxiing?
Runway 22.
Okay, back taxi to the elephant here. So we gotta go down there and take off this way, right? Right? Yeah, okay.
247 Juliet Golf, Homer Radio.
Let's go to the brakes.
Traffic again, Smoky Bay was departed already. They're headed south, and there's one that's possibly taxiing from Bravo North.
From Bravo North, okay.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform, we're back taxi runway 22. If you want to follow out, you can follow us down to the elephant here.
Yeah, I'll do that. Gotcha.
I'll even let you take off first.
All right. Well, why don't I go first then? Oh, I guess no, you go first, right?
Yeah, I'm going to taxi down pretty far, so you're welcome. I'm going to go all the way down there. You're welcome to turn around whenever you want.
I'll do that.
I'll stay on the left side.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform on the roll.
Runway 22. Hey, full power, full power, full power. Hey, hand on the controls. Smooth on your rudder. Good. Wow. That was a nice smooth takeoff.
Okay, in this first lap in the pattern, I want to fly myself and show Sienna basically what I call connecting the dots. So that is, how smooth does everything look in between as we go from one phase of the pattern to the next. I just find it's really important sometimes for students to reset, see this take place, and then, of course, I want them to do the flying. Sometimes I don't do this enough, and I let them fly too much, and then they don't get to see how it should be done. So I do that for one lap before I let her take the rest of the flight.
Homer traffic 23 uniform, left crosswind, closed traffic, runway 22, Homer. Nice. See how smooth my turn is, nice and steady. I still have my nose up. I'm still climbing at about 80. I'm gonna roll wings level. Have a look at my runway. Keep climbing. And turn. Homer traffic 2-3 uniform. Crosswind to downwind, runway 22 Homer. Okay, about 50 feet before my altitude, I'm going to pull my power back. Smooth and deliberate. Repeat. 1 notch flaps. Retrim. Want to be flying right away. A little low on power. So then I'm just trying to find my sweet spot. That feels pretty nice. I'm descending just slightly. See how we settle into that. So carb heat, gases on both undercarriages, fixed gear, mixture, prop, seat belts, switches. Alright, staying parallel with the runway. I'm creeping in a little bit, so I'll turn a little bit. Boring, huh? Really boring, Chris. Why did you make me do this? But this next part is the part I want you to really pay attention to, because that's going to be the money. But you see how stable I am? Like, sometimes what we do as learning pilots is we kind of, like, constantly correcting ourselves, but really, there's no reason today. Like, it's so steady. That's why a couple fingers is all that matters. Homer traffic, 2-3 uniform, turning left base, runway 22 Homer. That power's coming back. Keep smoothly pulling it back. I'm also adding back pressure as I'm doing that. One more notch of flaps. Can retrim if I want. Feel pretty good about my altitude. I'm scanning the final. It looks clear. Homer traffic, 2-3 uniform. Turning final, runway 22 Homer. Anticipating ahead of time what my turn will be. Okay, and I'm constantly looking out the window right now. I'm looking at my runway and how I'm turning into it. I'm a little fast, so I'm going to bring my power back. See how I'm sinking down? But I'm going to fight that and pull my nose up until I kind of get the attitude I want. And then I just touched a little power to keep it there. And now I want to retrim. Basically, like, you know, try to get it steady. Now there's more active flying right here. Just like yesterday, it feels the same. Power out, eyes down the runway. I'm just holding that nose off. Okay. That's it. That was no better or worse than most of your landings yesterday. Like, I am fine with myself for that landing. Okay? Alright, your controls. Your controls.
More traffic, 2423 uniform on the roll, runway 22.
Okay, don't look at your speed, just look at your alignment. There we go. Good. Remember, we proved yesterday we don't need those instruments so much. So right now, yep, yes. Very, very nice. Precisely. Since I took 3 minutes of your life away and did a pattern by myself, now I'm going to give it back and I'm going to be quiet. Okay?
Okay.
I notice a lot of instructors don't know when to shut up. So I'm going to do that for a few minutes here, at least to the best of my ability, and just let Sienna figure stuff out. She did just watch me go through everything, so now she should be able to do it herself for the most part.
Homer traffic, 2423 uniform, left crosswind runway 22. Homer traffic, 2423 uniform, left downwind runway 22. RP is on, gas is on both, undercarriage fixed, mixture, and prop seatbelt switches.
Okay. There's a plane on approach. Should see him right over that beach.
Homer traffic, 1 Bravo Lima, we're about a 2-mile final, 2-2.
Somewhere out there, and we're not going to be able to turn in until we see them, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Not cut them off.
I don't see him yet.
You see where I see him here? You see that little guy?
Yeah.
And you should be able to see it here as well. Yeah, look, they're on that map too. Oh, there they are, right against the hill.
Got it.
As soon as she passes you, you can turn your base. But you don't necessarily need to reduce your power when you do that.
Bravo Lima, shoreline final, 2-2, long landed.
2-3 uniform, we've got you in sight. We're turning base now behind you.
Copy, we'll make it quick.
Return in time.
Homer traffic, 2423 uniform, turning final, left runway 22.
Good, judging your bank angle. This is looking really nice.
Oh,
70.
70?
Yep, 70. Real important. That's kind of our optimum. Alright, where are we going to land? Full on the runway. Okay. Let's come over there. Second notch of flaps. That'll change a lot of things for you. See that? It slowed us down. Okay, rolling a
Radio
little
1
power.
3 Hotel, taxing out Juliet. I've got the one on. Over.
Okay, rolling a little power. We're sinking. See how much we're sinking?
Number,
Want to catch that early.
1083 Hotel.
That nose feels like it's coming up
one
too.
clearing, and 1 notch. Runway 22.
Okay, power out.
Roger. Hey, Chris, do you mind if I back taxi the gravel?
Hold it up. Hold it off. A little less, a little more. You got it perfect. Just do it. Perfect.
Hey, Wes.
Yeah, go right ahead. No problem. We're just, we're on the other side of the hump there and we're on the roll.
So a huge thanks to all of you who have been helping Sienna through her flight training. Again, you can help out if you're enjoying these videos, if you're getting something out of them, if it's helping you out a little bit with staying proficient or in your own flight training. Consider donating just a few dollars through the super thanks below here on the video, and that money, 100% of it, will go to Sienna and her flight training. So thanks for doing that. Really, really helpful for her, and a little way for you to give back to the community, to someone directly that's working on their training.
Taking off.
Yep, go ahead.
Homer traffic, 2423 uniform, on the roll, runway 22.
I got a student with me. It's her 18th birthday, and she's up here learning to land. Her name's Sienna.
Hey, happy birthday.
You can say thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Yes, I like feeling your feet there. That's good.
Homer traffic, 2423 uniform, turning left, final, runway 22.
Okay, keep your banks at 20 in the pattern. There we go. You had the right idea on when to start. It's just you banked too much and then it didn't curve out. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna be with you here. Okay, we're gonna dial this in. A little less power. It's just because we have excess speed. You see that? You see how my nose isn't changing much where it's headed? I'm just adding speed. We're taking away the speed and then retrimming. Now, we were sinking into it again, so I caught it ahead of time. And now you can finish. Slowly walk that power out.
You'll notice that my hand will move in and I'll touch the power along with Sienna, and we'll basically manipulate that power together. I do this because I want the student to feel that that is a flight control, and I want them to feel those little tiny movements that are made to the throttle throughout the process of landing. Now, it isn't technically a flight control. I call it a flight control because there are phases of flight, especially on that nice stable descent coming down, where it is used almost continuously to adjust for the landing. So you'll see that take place here and a couple other times in the video.
It's just because we have excess speed, you see that? You see how my nose isn't changing much where it's headed? I'm just adding speed. We're taking away the speed and then retrimming. Now, we were sinking into it again, so I caught it ahead of time. And now you can finish. Slowly walk that power out. Your controls. And look down the runway. Good. Hold her off. Hold her off. Don't let it touch down. 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 Ooh, nice one. Kind of a little strategy, like don't let it touch down, and then that means you keep.
And then I do it too much, and then I start going on.
It's perfect. Okay, that way the airplane just kind of quits flying when we need it to.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform turning left final runway 22.
Ooh, nice little bump there. And you can just say final because it's neither left nor right.
Right. Okay.
So we keep getting this sinking thing here, and I think it's the wind. So if you see that, then you'll counteract for it. But we're kind of through it already. Okay, so nice and relax. So relax, okay? We're not fighting the plane too much, okay? Here we go, just stay on center line with little corrections. Stay on center line. Come back over here a little bit. Okay, now our eyes start moving down the runway. You're pulling the power back and hold it off. Flare. Woo! Hold it off, yeah! Ooh, it's gonna be a greaser. That was a nice one. Okay, look at your runway. It already tells you a lot about where we're at. And it feels good, like we feel like we're on target.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform turning final runway 22.
Well, today we're rounding out too early. What the heck? Okay, you got your second notch. Bring her back over on center line. I just want you to trim it where it feels nice.
I'm right here. If you lick your home ready, you've got one on the pattern. As it goes, runway 22.
Are you on me with my feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So steer over to center line. There you go.
Juliet.
Let me kind of show you what happens with your feet. And you do everything. Oh my gosh. That was a good one.
Wait.
You recognize lots of little steps there, right? Like it seemed like you were singing too much, you caught that, you know. So you're seeing it.
Also, make sure you stick around to the end because I have a really interesting debrief in the cockpit right after the flight with Sienna, which I think is very enlightening for a lot of people to hear that process.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform turning final runway 22. Too early.
Too early and a little high, so bring that power back a little bit. So let that nose come down. Okay, now is where you relax. Not totally relax, but okay, let's come over here. I'm using my feet more actively now. A little less power. Feel that? And it's pretty stable, like, It is swooping down a little bit like this right now. That's just because I'm trying to get back on track for kind of landing right there. We could do this all day. It's going to be at a pretty abrupt. Okay, here we go. You ready? Eyes down the runway. We're flaring. Our power's idle. Very nice. Okay. So, from our final turn, we're going to be really good about staying right on center line the whole time. We're going to focus really nicely on that all the way down. Okay, that's kind of our next step.
Homer traffic 2423 uniform, turning base to final runway 22.
Okay, focusing on your landing point. Keep that center line. Little bubbles, we'll just fight through the bubbles. Be nice and steady, feel good. Okay, smooth power out. Don't let the nose come down, and now bring the nose up. Oh, you pulled that back a little too much, you saw that, right? And you saved it! You saved it. You know how you saved it? You don't know how you saved it, huh? I'd rather you not know, because you just did it. You saw it sinking, and then you just pulled it up again. Okay, let's bring her in.
Now let's taxi in and do the debrief. This is something I've been doing recently where I just try to sit in the plane, and with the recent memory of the training that we just did, I just sit there with the student and we go through stuff.
This thing will almost lift off at this speed now. Good practice though to maintain center line.
Yeah. Sorry, it seems like I'm stressed. I'm not. Oh no, they're coming out. But they can wait for us. Let's talk for like 3 minutes. So, basically everything. I mean, you starting up and taxiing out, like, everything's going pretty good. Like, you know, you forget a couple things, but like we point them out, you're gonna fix those mistakes. You can see why we have checklists, because it's easy to forget stuff. Yeah. But speaking specifically about the flying, just kind of taking ourselves through an entire pattern. The takeoffs were excellent. Like, I don't have a lot to say. Like, there are a few times when you lift it off too late, but other than that, really good rudder control. You're even like starting to fly it a little bit more, like with the wind. I don't know if you knew that, but like you're using your controls here and flying it. I would say probably half of your like final turns were great today. I said I'd bring up that one where you turned late. The reason I like that one is because what a lot of people will do is they'll be like, oh no, I turned too late, and then they'll crank this and then they'll pull, and that's how you get in a stall spin. So like you were just patient and you let it go beyond. You didn't max out your bank angle, and you just kept it coming around nice and smooth and soft. So I like that. And then I feel like we made progress on the landings too. You can see like not being as stressed. So yeah, we're getting real close to solo. Some of our next lessons are going to be kind of like the what ifs, like the emergency landings, the aborted takeoffs, the porpoising, the go arounds more, just like, hey, what if things on my solo don't go quite right? What can you do to fix it? So yeah, that's it. Awesome. We'll get out of these guys' way now, because they look like they're about to kill us.
All right, thanks for joining on this video. Happy birthday to Sienna. Leave a comment below and wish her happy birthday. And thank you for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, got something out of it. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to stick around. And if you don't want to miss a thing, make sure to hit that notification bell. Fly safe, and until next time, throttle on.